Here's what I saw on the Apple trade. We obviously broke below the prior day low, and we ended up breaking below the pre-market low. My first trade of the day was to ultimately come back up here to this pre-market level right here and retest it. And I was waiting for that push back to that pre-market level to be able to retest it. It ended up not moving back up to the pre-market level. Sellers were too strong. So it pushed down even further. I ended up marking out my 5-minute low here and ultimately was looking at that now for a potential retest. And what did we see? We saw price break aggressively below it. We saw it consolidate here, push back up into my level. And I'm not going to get into this white box here. This is effectively an order block that I drew, but I will cover that in another video. But it popped right back into my 5-minute opening range level, into this order block where we had sellers clearly sitting, and we put in this beautiful hammer candle right here. And this was a pretty aggressive entry that I took right here, which allowed me to see that buyers wanted to try and push price back up into this order block, but sellers were strong enough here to be able to push the price right back down, and we closed below that 5-minute low. So that was my signal to enter. I ended up entering on that candle, and I was looking for a low a day push. And this is where it gets interesting, and this is where the lesson is. I saw price continuing to push the price down, or sellers push the price down here towards my low a day. I got close. These contracts were up about 15%. I got close to hitting that low a day, but it never actually hit it. And rather than take profits, and I had thought about it, trust me, rather than take profits, I said, no, I'm going to stick to my plan. It ended up reversing back, and I thought I was actually going to end up having to stop out of the trade. But because I had a very clearly defined stop loss above this order block, I waited for the candle to close. It didn't close above my stop loss, and I ended up seeing this really aggressive move back down, close price on the 1-minute candle below that 5-minute range. And we ended up moving all the way beautifully down into my profit target at low a day for a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio.